cleared of her head so she's not trapped underneath it so she can breathe. And she's just going to toss it up onto the deck. All right, so at this point you might be a little bit out of breath. You might have to float a little bit and catch your breath. That's okay. All right, and then when you're ready, unbutton, unzip the jeans, work them down. Do not let them get inside out. You want to make sure they're right side out. Work them down. Take, you know, if you're working on your back, you can keep breathing. Now you can see she rolled over onto her stomach so that she can finish pulling them off. She's being careful not to get them inside out. If you get them inside out, you're going to turn them right side out. That drains a lot of energy. So she's got them off. And at this point again, maybe you'll have to float and catch your breath a little bit. Maybe not. So at this point, she's going to be button and zipping. You can tell she's choosing to float on her back to do that. What can she do while she's doing this? She can breathe. All right, she can breathe, she can focus. She's using the Braille method. So she can button and zip. And now she's going to be doing the knots at the end of her pant leg. Again, she's on her back so she can breathe. She's staying relaxed. She's staying focused on what she's doing. She's making really big loops so she can get that puff through. You try small loops, it's going to be very hard to tie those knots. So she's got a big loop and she's working it as far down to the end of the pant leg as she can. You can see there again, she's using her hands for Braille method. She doesn't even need to see what she's doing. She's just concentrating and focusing so that she can feel where the knot is going. She's making it super tight. You'll want to make it super tight and as far down at the end as you can since you have as much room to float on as you can. So she's got one knot done. Now this one she's going to show you how you can do it if you're choosing to float on your stomach. So she's going to tie the knot, and here she can see what she's doing if she's opening her eyes, so she can look and see what she's doing. So that's the benefit to this position, but you might get a little bit more tired because obviously you're holding your breath or you're blowing your air out, which is still, it's still an option, but then you might just have to, take a breath or relax a little bit in between, okay? So you got to kind of be relaxed and focused on what you're doing and not get into a panic. You notice that she doesn't tread until right now she's in a little bit of a tread position because she's ready to inflate the jeans.
Now she's, just to give you guys an idea, she's at just under 3 minutes right now in. Okay, she's making it look very easy.
Okay, so did you see how she's under the water a little bit and she scooped her pants over her head? She's got a little bit of air, but now she's got to go under and finish blowing them up. So she's going to keep doing that. She's going to come up and take a breath when she needs it. And she keeps the waistband pointed to the bottom of the pool, like Mr. Krieger said over there. As soon as you tip that waistband towards you, you're done. You've lost all the air that you got into them. So you can see the pants are getting fatter with more and more air. And then once she has enough air, she'll be closing them off. So she's just focusing on getting air in those pants at this point. And now she's got enough air, so she's going to seal them off tight with one hand, and then she'll be reaching the other arm over, and then she trades so that the other hand holds them shut. And now she can float on them. All right? Now, if you notice, there's a little bit of air coming out. In your jeans, seams get worn. Seams get a little bit worn out. It happens with everybody's jeans, okay? Eventually you start losing air, so she'll be floating on them for a little bit. You guys will be floating on them for a little bit. After they start to deflate a little bit, or maybe we'll tell you, okay, squish the air out when you caught your breath and reinflate them one more time. Everybody will reinflate them a second time before you come in.
Now watch how she does this again. You guys over there could see how wide open it was, right? That allows her to get a lot of air. Now she got about half of it in there, so now she can fill them up with the breath. Notice how she goes straight underneath. She's going to look up into the waistband and blow her air right straight into it.
So she's repeating the process that she just finished up with before. Now I'm not going to kid you, you're probably going to be a little bit tired at this point, a lot of you, all right? Mrs. Hurst has done this a few times. Maybe some of you have done this with Boy Scouts or something. But, you know, even the best swimmers can get tired doing this. But the idea is you've got to stay relaxed. You've got to stay focused on what you're doing. And if you're trying to talk during the test or mess around, things are not going to go well for you. Okay? Are there questions? Or something else that, you know, you want demonstrated while she's in the water? This is the time to ask.